packed stadium, a familiar sight at Anfield this season, and this has been a happy hunting ground for Manchester United in recent years. They haven't lost a league match here since Boxing Day 1979. So Peter Beardsley, who once played briefly for United, returns to the Liverpool starting lineup, knowing that if they can end that 8.5-year jinx today, it would definitely put them within one further victory of the Championship. Ray Houghton is also back in what's normally regarded now as Liverpool's best available lineup. Kenny Dalglish makes himself one of the substitutes. As for United, they have Steve Bruce back in defence after a one-match suspension. He replaces Graham Hogg, and Norman Whiteside, whose transfer request will probably be discussed by the United board tomorrow, returns only as a substitute. But Norman's role as United folk hero could be challenged now by Brian McClair. He needs just one goal to become the first United player to score 20 league goals in a season since George Best exactly 20 years ago. Referee John Key of Rotherham starts the match in perfect playing conditions on a quite beautiful bank holiday afternoon. Steve Nicol for Liverpool. Looks for Houghton. That was Blackmore, number 3. That's a free kick. Clayton Blackmore, the Welsh international, playing left-back for Manchester United. There's Colin Gibson. This is Spackman for Liverpool. Touched off nicely by Houghton, who got it back. On by Beardsley. Paul McGrath is number 5. Recently come back after a long absence with knee operations. Nicol with the throw. Beardsley. Blackmore, Beardsley again. Aldridge and Barnes are waiting by the penalty spot. That's Houghton. And the play sandwiched in this corner of the pitch. Gary Gillespie. Aldridge up. Away by McGrath to Strachan. Number 6 is Duxbury. Strachan again. Could be 1 or 2 tasty tackles going in this afternoon. There's so much history between these famous teams. Here's Nigel Spackman, and here's Beardsley in space. This is Barnes. Crowded out. They've shared many great battles over the last few seasons. That was Brian McClair, and here's Peter Davenport against Alan Hansen, and Davenport's beaten him, and Brian Robson's in the middle, and Manchester United take the lead on a ground where they tend to do so well. And the England captain timed his run and arrived there virtually on his own. But the man who takes credit early in the move is McClair, because he got the ball moving for United and put Davenport away. Davenport beat Hansen, there was no question about that, and when he crossed, Brian Robson had an easy chance by his standards. Manchester United won here 1-0 last season, and after 10 minutes today, they lead 1-0 again. McClair. Hansen. Nicol. 7-8 Liverpool players forward. Oh, Hansen, good football. And by Houghton, and Barnes, this is lovely. Beardsley not quite what he wanted, it might be this time. Offside flags up against Houghton on the far side. Here's Gibson, McClare, Spackman, Beardsley, Barnes. Spackman's made a run through the inside left channel. Beardsley out left. Three waiting for a cross. Bruce threw himself in, and Liverpool were quite glad to accept the corner. Here's Barnes. Aldridge away by Duxbury, good clearance. Spackman now. Barnes again. Only to Motson though. And United looking for the chance to break out again. Stopped by Hansen. Blackmore clumping it forward for Davenport. Oh, well played Anderson, he was so fast and on Barnes there. This is Strachan. Robson. Strachan pulling over to the right, he's offside. United getting to the ball very quickly in this opening spell. They're shutting Liverpool down, crowding them where possible, and as usual here at Anfield, lifting their game. Here's Aldridge though for Liverpool. Spackman. Houghton. Beardsley to his left, making a darting run now, leaving the way clear perhaps for Barnes. Aldridge in the centre, Watson's header. Corner. Barnes and Ablett over there. Aldridge. Not a particularly good clearance by Steve Bruce, but luckily for him, Aldridge wasn't close enough to take advantage. It was helped on its way by Gibson in actual fact. And here's Nicol. They want it long. Gillespie is still well forward here for Liverpool. McMahon. Motson. Forced to go backwards. Bruce with Aldridge. McMahon, Aldridge. Nicol. Houghton. Houghton's cross. Oh, onto the head of McGrath. Now Barnes. McMahon. Nicol. McGrath's won about 10 headers already. Spackman. Aldridge coming in. Worth pointing out that in this all-conquering season of Liverpool's, Manchester United themselves have lost only 5 league games up to now. Here's Houghton for the leaders to Beardsley. Hansen. Could be on to the left. Ablett. Too long for Aldridge. And Nicol handball. Gordon Strachan. Brian McClare on the ball, 20 minutes gone, Manchester United lead 1-0. Gibson's made his way forward in this attack. Here's Duxbury. Trying to find Davenport, but it was not going to go through there. Oh, good triangular play that by Liverpool. Houghton. And again. Beardsley. McGrath's challenge. Still Beardsley. Looking for Nicol. Aldridge coming in. Steve Bruce made a strong and determined challenge on John Aldridge. And the referee decided it was his final touch. So it's a corner. Gillespie's there. This time it's a goal kick. Here's Ablett. Barnes. Gibson was stretching a bit, but he got there. Only to McMahon, though. Ablett again. Duxbury. Stimulating to watch this. Liverpool's stylish touch football against a very stubborn Manchester United defence and midfield at the moment. Here's Barnes. And now Nicol. Aldridge is coming in. Bit of a sandwich maybe. Strachan. And Manchester United playing on the break, looking for the outlet, which is Davenport. Oh, that's a bit late. McClare on Gillespie. He feels he went for the ball. In fact, it had just that minute gone, or that second. No ill will on the part of Gary Gillespie, and McClare protests his innocence. That came after 25 minutes. But United are certainly hyped up for this one, there's no doubt about that. Oh, McGrath didn't get that right. Beardsley it is. He's got a second chance though, the centre-half. And Anderson had to help him. Beardsley appealed in vain. There's Davenport. Robillard had nothing to do, virtually, apart from pick the ball out the net when Robson scored after 3 minutes. It was the flying start that any away team would want here at Anfield, and it's made Liverpool dig in and work hard, so far without reward. That was offside against Beardsley. Well, they say at Liverpool you should never take anything for granted, and this weekend so far is proving that. Half an hour gone at Anfield, and they trail by that one goal. Here's McMahon. This is Nicol. McGrath again. Dominating figure so far. Gibson. Gillespie. Nicol. Aldridge prepared to make a run, so too is Houghton behind the fullback. Aldridge and Barnes waiting in the centre. McGrath again. Corner. Houghton couldn't reach the two players waiting. Here's Nicol. Barnes. on. Gillespie still in the thick of it in there. This is Nicol. Oh, Gordon Strachan, a good touch, and it could come left for Manchester United. McClare made a good run out. There are three the other way now. It's a fine break, this. But McClare went for the spectacular rather than for the obvious. Still, goal scorers have to be greedy, and he just wants one past Grobbelaar today to put himself certainly on the same page as George Best with regard to that anyway, in Manchester United's recent history. It's a combative match, but a deeply interesting one. First and second in Division 1, the two best supported teams in the country. And the sort of start that perhaps only Manchester United were expecting. On by McClare. Yes, again, there was a bit of holding there. Davenport was backing into Alan Hansen. Forward by Nicol. And he runs again. Nicol for Liverpool. Ooh, that came off the head of Steve Bruce. Corner. Gillespie on the 6-yard line, Aldridge nearly on the goal line. And Aldridge gets there, and in goes Gillespie, and Spackman, and Gillespie. And the goalkeeper didn't quite know what day it was for a moment or two there, Chris Turner. But as it bobbled about, his defenders were there in force, and Gary Gillespie was thwarted. Barnes. Good cross. It's going to come to Houghton. Didn't control it first time. And Manchester United living dangerously. Manchester United see this match as something of a personal challenge, not just because they're second. Aldridge, Beardsley. Worth a try. Chris Turner made sure it stuck. Davenport got his foot in where no one else did. Here's Strachan. Duxbury. He's looking to his right to see where Anderson was. Hadn't made the run this time. Strachan. Gibson, Strachan. And Gillespie. Only to Bruce. Duxbury. Nicol. There's enough variety in this match to keep you absorbed in what's going on. Now Aldridge to Houghton. Oh, he's got away from Brian Robson. He needs support in the middle. Beardsley's arriving now. Beardsley! 1-1, and Liverpool strike 8 minutes before half-time. Houghton got away down the right, and for once it was Manchester United who were undermanned at the back. When the cross came in, Beardsley, returning like Houghton to the starting lineup this afternoon, clipped a crisp shot right in the bottom corner. and made it 1-1 from good approach play by the other returning forward, Ray Houghton. Well, Houghton took everybody by surprise. He got in round the back when it wasn't on, really. And Liverpool seemed themselves a little bit late to get up in support, but Beardsley was there when it mattered. It's level now. Trafford back in November, and it's 1-1 at the moment at Anfield today. Nicol. Out. Oh, good ball, John Aldridge! Didn't get hold of it. If he had, it was 2-1, surely. And Ray Houghton is suddenly beginning to run things here for Liverpool. Aldridge knows that as the top scorer he should have done better. Isn't that just Liverpool all over? Just when Manchester United appeared to be on the verge of taking over, Liverpool put together 2 or 3 telling movements, and they're now right back where they belong. Where the clock feel they belong. Free kick, it's all going Liverpool's way in this spell. McGrath penalised. Five minutes left in the first half. Houghton to take the kick as Gillespie makes his way forward. Ablett's coming in from the far side. Nicol. Oh, Beardsley away from Motson. Barnes, Gillespie! This is vintage stuff now from Liverpool. And Brian Robson, who scored Manchester United's goal, found himself bypassed again. Hook back across, John Barnes intelligent enough to play that ball back where it should have gone, and Gary Gillespie tall enough and aware enough to apply the finishing header. Beardsley, free kick given, he was fouled. It was Bruce again. Barnes and Ablett standing near to the ball for Liverpool. Gillespie's making a little run across again. Here comes Steve Nicol. Colin Gibson has to concede. Gillespie's presence in there is causing Manchester United some concern. Oh, and McGrath saved them. Turner committed himself and was beaten, and he knew it. That was a good piece of defending on the line by the centre-half. Here's Beardsley. Ablett. Thoroughly enjoyable first half to watch. Peter Beardsley turning events after 38 minutes with an equaliser which cancelled out the Manchester United opening goal. And then as Liverpool applied the pressure where it mattered, only 3 minutes later Gillespie had them 2-1 up. Good stuff, and Liverpool showing their mettle. There are some fixtures on the First Division calendar. that always seem to guarantee a gripping game, and the meeting of these two, normally among them, so far this year, no complaints. United now attacking the Kop end, 2-1 behind. Despite the sterling efforts of this man McGrath in defence for the first half hour anyway. This is Davenport. Steve Nicol becoming a great favourite here, had a fine season. He's got Houghton on that side as well. And there are three waiting in the middle for a cross, four now counting Nicol. Got a foot in again. McMahon. McMahon! Oh, I say, that's got to be one of the best goals of the season, even by Liverpool standards. What a belter. Manchester United hang their heads because they failed to clear the ball, it should be said, when they should have done. But don't take anything away from Steve McMahon. He picked that up, saw what was on, and thumped that beyond a despairing Turner. 2 minutes into the second half, and Liverpool may have put the game beyond Manchester United's reach. Here's Beardsley. You have to talk also, as McMahon takes the credit, and rightly so from the Kop, about the way that Steve Nicol figured in that earlier build-up on that right-hand side. Manchester United were always looking stretched in that Liverpool attack. And that's perhaps one of the keys to the way Liverpool play. You think you've got the ball away, or you think you should do, but there's always somebody else running onto it, and in that case, it was McMahon. A classic goal. Claire. Brian Robson looking for Davenport. What a fluctuating game football is. There you are after 35 minutes wondering if Manchester United are going to pull off one of the shocks of the season, and here you are less than 5 minutes into the second half wondering if they're going to be completely overrun now. Perhaps not. Here's Davenport. Good effort, and Grobbelaar just needing a couple of grabs at that. Well, you have the feeling we could be in for more goals, because Manchester United have to press on, and Liverpool could catch them on the counter with Barnes. Motson. Good touch by Spackman. Now then, Aldridge has got Houghton in a good position here. Goes himself. Spackman, good tackle. Aldridge. Everything is running towards a red shirt. Aldridge is hurt. Two nice contributions from Nigel Spackman in that Liverpool move. Now, Manchester United have put 5 men in their wall. Barnes is surveying the scene, hands on hips. Little kick on. I think somebody kicked out at Aldridge there from the wall, or he backed into somebody. Barnes. What's been said about McClare needing 1 goal? John Barnes needs 1 goal to equal his best ever total for a season. which was 16 with Watford in 83-84. He's on 15 at the moment. McMahon. Well played by Houghton. And a measured ball from Nicol to Beardsley. John Aldridge making grounds in the centre. It's become a backs-to-the-wall position for Manchester United for the moment. Liverpool displaying their full range of authority. Here's Houghton, Beardsley. Houghton going again. Well played. And Aldridge. Anderson with a half clearance. Nicol. Now a double substitution by Manchester United, as Alec Ferguson decides the only way to do this is to change it completely. Norman Whiteside, number 12, Jesper Olsen, number 14, are coming on, and Mike Duxbury and Clayton Blackmore are going off. And that would seem to me to mean that Colin Gibson must now play left back. Whiteside and Olsen both essentially on the left, or left-sided anyway. Whiteside's gone into midfield and Olsen into a wider position. And Gibson is now penalised and is playing left back. And he rather needlessly kicked the ball away, Colin Gibson. And it's a sign of Manchester United's frustration with the way things have gone. But it's a booking that, in all honesty, he had no need to pick up there. The decision had been given. It's a point of interest that Norman Whiteside is on, having asked Manchester United for a transfer, and I understand that could be debated tomorrow. Here comes Barnes, away by Bruce. Olsen. Footer, was it? No, play on, says the referee. And a good interception by Gibson. Well played by Gillespie too. This is Houghton for Liverpool. What good play again that was. Aldridge setting up Barnes, and he finds Abbott. Motson. Aldridge. Now Houghton with Beardsley on the touchline. The mobility of Beardsley is there for all to see today. He switches position so effortlessly. Comes off Anderson to Barnes. Aldridge off. Barnes got one in the face with Anderson. Caught him as they parted. A sort of a handoff almost, that. Aldridge making a nuisance of himself again on the end. McMahon into the wall. Two tempers getting rather frayed now. With Anderson this time involved. And it was John Barnes who was caught by Norman Whiteside, I think, as he moved across there. He seemed to be a rugby union style handoff. Here's Ablett. Robson. Davenport. Cross to Gibson. Oh. Well, there have been times when Manchester United have been their own worst enemies. And Gibson has already been booked for kicking the ball away. What does the referee do now? Well, I can only think that Colin Gibson is in deep trouble. John Key has already shown him the yellow card, and that's got to be red. Gibson, who's had something of a checkered career in the disciplinary sector, is dismissed for 2 bookable offences. John Key applying the letter of the law. He'd already shown him the yellow card, and Gibson has to go. Spackman takes the free kick. Supporting Manchester United sometimes is rather like being on a seesaw. They do tend to extend the full range of emotions, and after starting so well here today, they're now in the sort of position that Liverpool are ready-made to exploit. Here's McMahon. Oh dear me, Norman Whiteside. That's his second offence too. He wasn't booked the first time when he elbowed Barnes, but now Whiteside leaves his mark on an opponent, and Manchester United seem to be in danger of losing their discipline completely. Yellow card for Whiteside. The man on the floor is McMahon. And all it seems to be doing is galvanising the Liverpool supporters. Is one who can sometimes get involved, so there'll be a few words of keep it cool to him, no doubt, as he hobbles away. And Kenny Dalglish, who's one of the subs, perhaps wondering there if he might be needed. Spackman. McMahon is fit enough to get a shot in. Spackman, Whiteside off, another clattering challenge. Whiteside this time furious, he thinks Spackman trying to take him out. Jesper Olsen's taking them on. McClare's in the middle, Strachan's joining him. Olsen chips and hits the bar. Well, Bruce Grobbelaar touched that, it's a corner. He was still arguing on the halfway line when all that went on. It's Strachan to take it. There's Viv Anderson. Whiteside's up with Spackman. Whiteside goes down. Well, this game now is quite high on the thermometer. Taunts from the two sets of supporters as well. Oh, Barnes, look at this. Oh, Houghton needed that played just a yard shorter. It was 2 against 1. Beardsley and Olsen. Oh, here's McClare. Challenge. Oh, Whiteside is throwing himself around, and He's courting trouble, I would say. This is Strachan. Well played. Driven in and headed away by Hansen for the corner. It'll be Strachan to take it. Bruce is asking for a deep one here. And here he comes, but Spatman got there in front of him. Olsen. Plenty of them in there. Right side again, touching a bit of shirt pulling by Spatman maybe. This is Robson. And it's deflected. Oh, did that catch it? A Liverpool player, may have been Gillespie. It certainly took the deflection. Brian Robson's shot brings it back to 3-2. So, 66 minutes, Manchester United are back in it. Robson strikes, but a definite deflection off a Liverpool defender. Sent it spinning the other side of Grobbelaar. And you just begin to wonder what's going to happen next. But here come Liverpool with Nicol. Aldridge! Oh. Well, that looked like number 4. Pat on the head from his colleagues for Steve Bruce, who got in the way. Barnes. Oh, Gillespie, corner. He looks pain, but not so much as Aldridge, who a moment ago could easily have turned in that cross by Nicol. The right side will clear it. Olsen. Here's Nicol. Oh, well done. He's probably a candidate for man of the match, I would have thought, Stevie Nicol. He's found Ray Houghton. There are 4 waiting for a cross for Liverpool. In space is Barnes. Bruce stretching to get it away. In their last few attacks, Liverpool haven't quite applied the killer finish. But they're working at it all the time. Here's Houghton. Gillespie's in the penalty area waiting. Still Houghton. Dodging through the legs of McGrath. And Ablett shoots wide. That was Spatman to Beardsley. Now McGrath. Right side. Was driven by Bruce straight to Houghton, and now Steve Nicol is up on the right wing, as he has been so often. 3 waiting in the middle for a cross. Lofted towards Aldridge here. Turner just got to it. Just stretched down by the post. Good effort by Aldridge. Right side, and Robson. Shown a bit of presence in the midfield this last quarter of an hour. Stemmed the tide, rather. The flag's up on the far side for an offside decision. McGrath's header. Olsen. Strachan making a lovely run through the middle. He's onside. Gordon Strachan with a chance to equalise, and does. What a turner. The 10 men have come back from 3-1 down to 3-3. Davenport put him through. The Liverpool defence was square. They queried the linesman, who kept his flag down, and Strachan kept his cool. A nice tidy finish on 78 minutes. Strachan. McMahon. Johnston's down the left wing. McMahon cuts inside Strachan. Beardsley comes towards him. Johnston. It needs to be laid off. It's a free kick. Anderson on Johnston. Liverpool are rushing to get the ball. And it's been hammered by Manchester United right back into the Anfield Road stand. 3 minutes to go. Free kick to Liverpool. To be taken by Barnes. Yes. Gillespie's in there. What a great save by Turner. Well, Gillespie seems destined to have his name written all over this. And he would have done if he'd scored there. Spackman. Oh, that's a good ball. Johnston. Bruce. Strachan missed it. McMahon. Barnes. Ablett. Houghton stretching, couldn't get to it. McGrath could. Ablett again. McMahon. Anderson blocks it. Barnes again. Good tackle on the edge by Bruce. Hansen. Houghton. Nicol. Beardsley. Nichol's free in the centre-forward position, offside. Won't count. Chris Turner made a save there, going to his left from Gary Gillespie's header, that could well have given Manchester United a hard-earned point and denied Liverpool two. Whiteside jumps with Gillespie. Flipped by McClare. Oh, well played Olsen. Trickery by the Dane. Not a bad cross either, and Grobbelaar wouldn't have got it. There was nobody coming in from the right wing position for United, otherwise there could have been some joyful celebrations at that end. Beardsley. Too long for Houghton. Stoppage time as Spackman drives the ball back. What a sizzling match. 3 each. Gary Gillespie scores for Liverpool and deflects Robson's shot into the net for the goal that put Manchester United back in business. Only with 10 men having had Gibson sent off, they came back to 3-3 thanks to Strachan's equaliser, and reminded Liverpool on this ground where they always seem to do well, United, that the championship still can't be taken for granted. Nevertheless, a fine match. Liverpool at one point 3-1 up thanks to Beardsley, Gillespie and McMahon, but football is an unpredictable game, and thank goodness it still throws up this kind of occasion with so much to enjoy. Liverpool 3, Manchester United 3.